Hey everyone, welcome to day 18 of the Sandbox Season 3 Alpha. Today we're going to be looking at the World of Women Tower level, created by the World of Women. For those of you who don't know, the World of Women and the World of Women Galaxy are NFT collections that are part of the Season 3 Alpha of the Sandbox. They've taken the 2D images and turned them into 3D avatars, which look very cool. I'm actually playing with one of them right now. So this level is quite large, and there's a lot to explore and a lot to do. The first mission that you're given on load is collecting voxelite scattered around the land, but you can't get to all of it without playing through the main quests, so we're going to do both those quests at the same time. For the first part, we'll go into this little room over here, grab the key and the sword. We're going to climb up this tower over here because there's another piece of equipment we can grab, which will help us later in the level. So climbing up the tower, then the vines, grabbing whichever voxelite shards we find along the way, and then coming over here, opening this chest, and we're given a chest piece. We'll go ahead and equip that. And that'll give us a bit more health. Because there are enemies that we need to fight in this level. So hopping back down. Now we'll go back to the water over here with the ladder. Missing the voxelite shard, that's okay. There's lots of extras in this level. Walking along in the water slowly because water slows you down real bad in this game. And then opening this gate over here. And then jumping up, and we're in the frost area. So we'll speak to this lady. And she'll give us a task to find the frost ring. Or travel through the frost ring and acquire the frost gem. We jump up, climb the vines. Lots of vines as ladders in this level. I really like the style of the environment here. And funny enough, the first enemies we encounter are art critics. Speaking to this lady over here, she'll tell you to grab this canteen, and when you put the canteen down by pressing E, it spawns in ice platforms that you can use to jump up, only on the sections where the ground is highlighted red, though. Jumping up, another art critic. I have nothing clever to say, so I will rage against your silly. So spawning in the ice platforms over here. Fighting this art critic. They look so goofy. Grabbing the frost gem and jumping across. This door is now open over here. We can put down the canteen. And then we'll jump into this area over here and grab the voxelite shard. There's also a few more inside this green space. Climbing up. Got all of them from in there. And then we'll go over to this section over here and speak to this lady, asking us to earn the intelligence gem. So for this task, there are books on the tables on this outer row. And when you go down into this pit here, there are the same number of books that you need to place on their respective tables as if they were on the tables above. That's the pattern that we're looking for. And when you get it correct, an animation plays when you hold the books over the table, like so, to confirm that that's the correct table that you put the books on. Stack. Then it also plays a success sound, similar to when you complete a mission. And then when you speak to her after doing that, she'll tell you that you did it correctly, but there's a task out in the courtyard. We're going to go out this balcony over here and jump back down. This is near the start of the level. We'll speak to Ashley. She's like, pipes aren't working. And the task here is to pull these levers to spawn in pieces of pipe So the first one and second one need it. The fourth one is fine. The sixth one you need to pull, and the fifth one you need to pull. And then when that's all done, you go back and you speak to Ashley. Speaking to Ashley, she'll test it 5 seconds. Then she'll say, "Yay, you did it." Then we climb back up and then go to the left over here, jumping over the gap and grabbing the golden star gem. Jumping across. Now we go to the cyber jungle. Speaking to Palisa over here, she gives us a task to make our way through the cyber jungle. So we will run over here. This part is now open. We'll jump up on these platforms, and there's 2 switches we need to activate. The first one over here, looking around, the first one over here to turn on the elevator. Grabbing voxel light along the way, jumping on the elevator. And then making our way across to pull the next lever. Now the meta bots have spawned in the next area, and we gotta fight them. Hooray, fighting. So fighting the robots, jumping up over back to that first section we were in, which now looks like this. Then we'll need to jump along these platforms to the second section that's opened up, fighting more robots. Fairly easy enemies to beat. I feel the combat system in Sandbox could be improved a little bit. Right now it feels a little bit button mashy, where all you have to do is spam the left click button and sometimes click right click to parry, which is kind of effective against large enemies like this hacker boss over here, as you can see. But yeah, I feel they could do a little bit more with the combat system. And the cyber jungle gem is collected, jumping across these platforms, hopping over to here, grabbing the voxel light along the way, jumping along the platform, and then if we hop in here, there is one more piece of equipment we could grab. Silver thigh armor. So jumping back, and then climbing up these vines, jumping across, up more vines, equipping the armor, because this next section, I think, is the Ember section. Walking across the bridge, we speak to Evie, and she gives us more equipment. So we get an upgraded sword. There's some voxelite in these chests, as well as gloves. So we'll go ahead and equip those, because we'll need the extra protection in this next section. Aquila over here gives us a bit of background on the next section, going through and fighting the red goblin and the other red goblin. Now there's some really tricky jumps in this area. Make sure you're holding shift to give yourself a bit of a speed boost and a little extra distance. This one in particular, I didn't think I was going to make it on the first try, but if you time it just right, you just barely make it. So take your time, maybe practice a little bit. And good luck making the jump. So once you make it across, climbing up. Now the lava fall over here only gives you a few seconds of clearance to make your way across, so it's better to wait until it immediately goes away, and then go across as quickly as you can so you don't get hit by the lava. You could hop over here, grab another voxelite shard, and then double back, and then drop down. This door section opens up, and we need to fight more enemies. Fighting that Ember champion, another one runs up, wants to get some of this, doesn't stand a chance. Another Ember champion. Hopping across over here, fighting this one. Easy peasy. You can either safely walk around or jump across, and then we fight the main Ember champion, parrying with the right click. And easy peasy. Hopping up over here, and we'll need to grab the flaming Ember gem and climb up the ladder. We can make our way to the next section. Running over here, speaking to Aaliyah to collect the rainbow orb. We'll hop up the platforms onto these flying carpets, making our way up, being careful not to fall. Now this part is tricky as well. You need to pull the lever to stop the carpet so that it's far enough that you can make it to the next platform, but not so far or too high that you don't make the jump. I managed to get it on the first try on this run, but do be careful. It may take a few attempts to get it in just the right spot. Now over here, you'll pull the lever on the wall to stop the green carpet, and then hop on the red carpet to hop across onto the green carpet that you stopped. Then making our way up, grabbing the voxelite shard. First, we need to grab the rainbow orb, which looks like all the other gems in this area so far. Then we can make our way over to the Night Realm around this corner, speaking to the lady over here. Now this puzzle, what you're going to have to do is jump into the squares in a particular order. The first one is the one closest to the back. The second one, you'll need to climb up the vines on the wall, up to this platform, jumping in the square, and then you could drop down and step on the other two. 3, 4. Then once you've got all of them, the Night Realm gem spawns in, you grab it, and then you get teleported over here on this floating platform. There's nothing to do in this section, you just wait for the platform to make it to the top. And I guess enjoy the show. Some weird looking eye plants. This one's got a dragon coming out of its eye. That's kind of uncomfortable. Then it reaches the top and you can walk through and climb up the vines. Go to the left, and we've made it out of the Night Realm. Now all that's left to do is climb up through this walkway, up the stairs, jump across, speak to Evie, and that is the mission complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this style of commentary, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.